Okay, so in the last class we were discussed the convolution sum for finite sequence. So if it is like a finite duration of x of n and h of n, then we got the convolution sum. How to compute for different set of signals, is it not? Now today we will see some infinite set of signals. So if the signal is having the infinite duration, how we can able to compute the convolution sum? Okay, so now we know the equation for convolution sum, which is y of n, which is equal to summation k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity x of k into h of n minus k. So now we need to just little bit take care here. So for the infinite duration of signals, so now just if I take u of n, that is h of n, which is equal to u of n. So now I'll change the n independent variable to k, because we need to define the summation which is variable as k. So now just if I take x of k, okay, if I plot this one, just see how it will be. Okay, so if I plot this one, it will be from 0 to infinite. So it will take the values from 0 to infinite value. So now if I shift this one, okay, h of k, if I shift the value, okay, so if I shift the value for some particular value of n, say for example if I shift to the value of 3, it will, the signal will shift by 3 times, or if I shift by 2 times, it will shift the signal by 2 times. If I take x of k minus 2, it will shift the signal by 2 times in the forward direction, and if I take h of k minus 3, it will shift the signal by 3 times in the forward direction. So similarly, if I take n times, I don't know what is the value of n, but I shift the value by n. So if I shift the signal by a value of n, so what will happen? So I'll get up to some value of n, the signal is shifted. So here there is a 0 values, here in between it will be 0 values. From n it will going to start and it will end at the infinite values. So this is a x of k minus n. Okay, so similarly, so if I take k plus n, so if I take h of k plus n, so what will happen? So it will shift the signal in the backward direction by the amount of n. So if I take the example like h of k plus 3, what will happen? So if I take this as h of k, and if I shift the signal by left side by 3 units, what will happen? So till the value of n, that is value of minus 3, so the signal will be 0, is it not? So I am shifting the signal by the unit amount of 3. So then the signal will be having, so sorry, this is in the positive direction, right? So if I shift the signal k plus 3, it will be having, so up to value of minus 3 it will be there, is it not? So it will be up to value of minus 3, it will be shifted and it will go on again further to infinity value. Similarly, if I shift the value by n, so it will go to n units. Okay, it will go to the n units, that is in the negative direction, and again the signal will go on continue like this. Okay, so now if I take this h of k plus n and reflect it, so what will be the resultant one? If I take this one and if I reflect it, whatever the infinite duration is there, okay, so whatever the infinite duration is there, if I reflect it, so it is going the forward direction. Now if I reflect the signal, it will go in the negative direction, that is the signal duration infinite, it is going in the backward direction if I take the signal reflection of h of k plus n. So if I reflect this signal, it will become minus k plus n. Okay, so now at what value it will be reflected? Till the value of n. So if I reflect the signal, it will be till the value of n. Okay, till the value of n it will going to come. Okay, so this is your h of minus k plus n, that is the reflected signal. This we can write it as h of n minus k. Okay, so now if you put the value of n at any value, then a corresponding n value you have to take it here. Okay, is it understood this one? So now this one only we need to use in our convolution sum for a infinite duration. So now take an example here. Now if I give x of n equal to u of n, okay, and similarly h of n also I will take it as u of n, then convolve these two signals. Find the output y of n, which is the convolution of x of n into h of n. So now when you find this one, so now use the expression this one. Okay, so now if I use the expression y of n, which is equal to summation k equal to minus infinity to plus infinity. So now x of k into h of n minus k. So now we need to define these two signals. Okay, so now if we need to define these two signals, now what is x of k? So now just see here, x of k will be from 0 to, it will start from 0 and it will be the unit step signal, that is unit discrete time unit sequence, and it will go on up to infinity. This is your
Hello,
x of,
sir.
which is equal to, yeah, hello,
Sir, your writing is not visible.
why it is shared, no?
Shade, sir, but written not seeing, sir. Only
Cursor,
three
sir.
graphs and
Sir,
equations.
cursor, sir.
Okay, one minute. Now it is visible. Hello,
Sir,
now
screen
it,
is visible, sir.
now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we need to define what is x of n. First the input signal. Okay, here, so what is x of n is given, it is u of n. So now if I change it to variable k, x of k equal to u of k. So what is the value of k? It is from 0 to infinite value. So now similarly you need to define h of n. So now h of k I will take it as, so now what is h of k? Which is from 0 to again up to infinite value. Okay, so this is your h of k, which is equal to u of k, but I need h of n minus k, is it not? So which I have done here, the similar way you need to do it. So how we can do? So first you need to shift the signal by plus n units, that is shift the signal by plus n units. If you put the signal by plus n units, that is k plus n. Okay, so it will go in the negative direction, that is till the value of n, that is minus n, and it will go. And now if you reflect this signal, what you will get? You will get in the negative direction, you will go up to infinite value, and in the positive direction, in the positive direction till the value of n, the signal will be there. Okay, so this is your h of minus k plus n. Okay, so in turn we can write it as h of n minus k. Okay, is it understood? So now we need to convolve these two signals, whatever x of k and whatever h of n minus k. So now if you convolve these two signal, then you will get the resultant. So now write it separately, this one and this one. So you will come to know how to convolve this one and what is the value we need to summation we need to set for the value of k. So now if I take x of k, which is from 0 to infinite value, this is your x of k, and similarly this is your h of n minus k. So write it properly, h of n minus k, which is having an infinite duration, okay, and till the value of n. Okay, I don't know what is the value of n. Till the value of n it will be there. So now our x of k will be having infinite duration, but our h of n minus k, the value only till n. So if you convolve, what is the resultant? The signal samples will exist only from 0 to n, because behind 0 it will be whatever samples if you convolve or if you multiply, it will become 0, and from 0 to n whatever the samples it will multiply with h of n minus k and it will give the resultant. So now what will be the k duration? K duration, if it is less than 0, okay, so if you take minus infinity to 0, it will be 0, the y of n will be 0, okay, and if you take 0 to k, which is up to n, okay, you will be having the y of n. So you will get particular y of n that we need to compute it. So now compute that one. So set the value of k, summation whatever the values. So now y of n, which is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n. So now what is the value of x of k? It is u of n, which is equal to 1, and h of n minus k, that is also equal to 1, is it not? So the amplitude values always it is u of n, which is 1, and even h of n is also u of n, which is equal to 1. So now we know the result. What is the result? The result we know the in terms of expression, which is k equal to 0 to n minus 1, if it is a value of 1, which will be given it as n, is it not? So in terms of alpha we have written already, that is k equal to 0 to n minus 1 alpha power n, which is equal to 1 minus alpha power n divided by 1 minus alpha if alpha is not equal to 1. So now in our case what is happening? So the alpha value which is having 1, so then what is the value? So it is 0 to n minus 1, if it is there then you will get is n. So now since it is 0 to n, we will get the value of n plus 1, that is the resultant, that is y of n. Okay, so this is the result. So is it understood? Hello, any doubt? How to take the sequence from where to where exactly, or any doubt in this? Hello, Gaganashri, have you understood? Okay, so Janavi, hello.
Yes, sir.
Vinod, hello Vinod.
Yes, sir.
Vinod, hello Vinod, have you understood? Okay, maybe it's not there. So now we'll take one more sequence and try to compute that one. Now take x of n, which is equal to u of n, and I will take h of n as which is equal to u of n minus 3. Now earlier I have taken it as u of n, now I have given the h of n as the shifted signal. So now try to compute the convolution sum of this one. Write similarly what is x of k and what is h of n minus k. So if you write properly these two signals in terms of k, so then you will easily compute the sum. So write it and tell me the answer. What is the answer? So now we can write x of k, that is not a problem. Okay, x of k, you can write it easily, that is from 0 to infinity. So this is what x of k. So now h of n, you need to be bit careful while doing this one. So now what is h of k, which is equal to u of k minus 3. Okay, k minus 3. So now what is k minus 3? K minus 3 means it is shifted in the forward direction 3 units, that is 1, 2 and 3. So the signal is starting from here and it will go to infinity when n equal to 3. So this is the k axis. So now when k value shifted by 3 units, it will go to here. Okay, so similarly now you find it out, what is x of minus k, okay, minus 3. So what is minus k? Shift the value by the reflection till the value of 3, that is minus 3. So infinite duration, it will come like this. So now if this is 3, so then it will come to minus 3 and minus 2, minus 1 and 0. Okay, so all of you got this one. So now we need to find out what is n minus k. Okay, so for this one we need to compute what is h of n minus k. So now I shift the value by n unit. Okay, so that is, so minus k minus 3. So this one I need to shift the value by n unit. That is, if you take h of k minus 3, okay, or else for the better understanding you just take this one as the shifted version, which is x of uh, whatever x of k, u of k minus 3. So this shifted version itself you can take it as h of k. Okay, so now this h of k I need to uh, compute for to get h of n minus k. So we already defined the shifted unit, that is h of k. So now you need to find this h of n minus k. So if you this one you shift by n units, so then you will come to know easily to compute. Okay, so that is h of k itself you directly take it as u of k minus 3, that is shifted by the 3 units, that is here 3. So now I'll compute this one as h of n minus k. I'll shift this one the n times, that is k plus n. Okay, so I'll take this one k plus n, whatever this signal I'll shift by n units the backward. Okay, so I'll shift the this signal backward n units. Okay, so this is the backward signal, which is, say for example, n units. Okay, so now I need to find what is the value of n. Say for example, if so, now if I substitute the value of k as u k minus 3, when n is become equal to 3, then you will get the signal at 0th position. When this one, that is, so this is 0th position, when you will get 0, so when n will become equal to, so your h of k is h of k minus 3. So now we have added the n unit, so plus n, that is h of k minus 3 plus n. Okay, so now when you will get 0, so you will get 0 whenever n equal to plus 3, is it not? If n equal to plus 3, so that means shifted by 3 units in the negative, that is backward direction. Now you will get h of 0, that is h of k when k equal to 0. So this is a k axis. When k becomes equal to 0, where you will get h of 0? H of 0 you will get when n equal to 3. Okay, so similarly, so that n in the negative direction, that is in the backward direction, where n equal to, so if you reflect, if you shift the h of k plus n backward direction, so now we have shifted this one. So if you reflect it, what will happen? If you reflect this one, that is h of minus k plus n. So now if you reflect this one, so this is in the positive direction. If you reflect this one, it will be in the negative direction, but where you will go? You will go till the value of 3. So that means you will get here 3 value, that is, and you will go till the value of 3. Okay, so this is your minus k plus n. Okay, so now when you will get the signal and when you will not get the signal. So x of k, we know already, it is from 0 to infinite value. Okay, so this is your x of k. So now whenever your n minus 3, say for example, because we have shifted by 3 units, whenever n minus 3 less than or equal to 0, so this signal which is shifted here, so we can take this as n minus 3. So because we have shifted by n unit also, and so when this n will become equal to 3, this will become 0th position. So that's why whenever n minus 3 less than equal to 0, so you will get, there is no multiplication of the samples, that is your y of n will become equal to 0. And whenever n greater than or equal to 3, so you will get the signal value. So whenever n equal to greater than or equal to 3, it will become 0, that is the index k, it will become 0. Okay, so just substitute here the value of n. So since here 3 units are shifted, so whenever you take n equal to 3, so then it will become 0th position. Okay, so when n equal to become 3, it will become 0th position. So that's why, so when n minus 3 less than 0, you won't get any samples. When n greater than or equal to 3, you will get the samples. So now what the index we have to put? We have to put the index from n, that is k. So k varies from only 0 to n minus 3, because only in this position we will get the sample. Okay. So you have to put the k value 0 to n minus 3. That is y of n, which is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n minus 3. That is x of k into h of n minus k. So that these values we already know, the amplitude values which are equal to 1. So this will become k equal to 0 to n minus 3, which is 1. So what is the value which is equal to n minus 2 when n is greater than 3? Okay, and it is 0 when n less than or equal to 3, or you can say n minus 3 less than or equal to 0. So this is the your convolution sum y of n for u of n into u of n minus 3. So earlier one we have get n plus 1, right? Just shifted by 3 units. Okay, so that 3 units it is given n minus 2. So that is what. So if you are shifted by 3 units, it will the sample, it is shifted by the output shifted by 3 units. Okay, is it understood? Hello. Hello.
Understood.
Okay. So now take this one, which is x of n equal to alpha power n into u of n. Okay. Your h of n you can take equal to u of n. Do this one, and where alpha is less than 1. So here the k index is very important, from where to where it is varying. So that one you have to very bit carefully, you have to take the summation where the k varies and the samples will be multiplied. So do it and tell me what is the answer. Gagana, is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt? The index is very important, you have to be careful while taking the index. Nivedita? Hello, Nivedita?
Hello, sir.
Are you understood?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in the convolution, that is whenever the shifted signal is given?
No, sir.
Okay. So now what is the answer for this one? Anybody who got it? The answer? So from where to where the convolution exists? From the k index? Hello? Anybody who got it? Where to where the k index exists? Hello Tejasvi. Hello Tejasvi Sharma. Okay. So now draw your x of k, which is equal to alpha power k into u of k. If you take the k axis, you will get, so if I, since alpha is less than 1, so it will be go on decaying. Okay, so this is 1, so, and it will be go on decaying this signal. Okay, so now you just take x of h of n minus k, which is already given, which is h of k is the positive sided signal. Okay, and it exists till the value infinity. So now if you take the h of k plus n, so which we have already defined this one, so that is up to value of minus n, which will be there, and it will be infinite value. So this is at 0th position, say. So now if you take this one reflected signal, so it will become infinite in the backward direction, and it will go till the value of plus n. Okay, till the value of plus n, and this is your h of n minus k. So now where to where it will exist, say for example this is 0 to infinity value, the k will exist from 0 to infinity, and here it is minus infinity to n. So now what is the multiplication exist when less than 0, when k is less than 0, the y of n it will be 0. Okay, so now when k exists between 0 to n, so then your y of n exists. So now compute the value. Now compute the value. What is the value? Y of n, which is equal to summation k equal to 0 to n alpha power n into u of n. So this will be equal to 1, and this h of n is also, it will be equal to 1. Okay, so only you have to take alpha power n. So this is alpha power n. So this we already know what is the value. So what is the value for this, which is 1 minus alpha power n divided by 1 minus alpha. So now here, so the summation it is from 0 to n, so that's why you need to take here n plus 1. So if it is from 0 to n minus 1, n equal to 0 to n minus 1 alpha power n, this will be actually 1 minus alpha power n divided by 1 minus alpha. Okay, so since it is exist 0 to n, so you need to, so add plus 1 for this, you will get, so you have to get n plus 1. So this is for whenever k exists from 0 to n and 0 otherwise. Or you can write it when n greater, that is k greater than So that is k is between 0 to n, and 0 otherwise. You can write it like this. Or you can write n greater than 0, because if you take the value, the index value, it is whenever n greater than 0, so it will be become this value, and otherwise it will be 0. Okay, so if I change the variable again k to n, so this is the result which you are getting for this problem. So now you take another one, try to solve. So take x of n equal to 2 power n into u of minus n, and h of n, you can take it as same u of n. So try to solve this one. Hello. So did you got the last one answer? Hello, anybody who didn't get? Hello, Bhavyashree. Hello, Bhavyashree, are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
So last problem, did you got the same answer? Hello.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible.
Yes.
Try to do this problem, so which I gave here. Which is 2 power n into u of minus n, and h of n is u of n. So now this one you need to be a bit careful. So you need to plot x of k properly. So what is x of k? Which is in the negative direction, that is 2 and minus 1, it is 2 power minus 1. So like this, it is 2 power n into u of minus n. So or you can take u 2 power k into u of minus n. So this, if you take it as k value, u of minus k, so that is 0, minus 1, minus 2, like this. Okay. Similarly, you can take h of n minus k, which we have already done many times. It is from minus infinity to plus n. So till the value n. Okay. So now if you convolve these two, till the what value it will exist? It is exist from minus infinity to 0. Is it not? So after 0 it will be having, there is no amplitude values, it will give 0. So the summation y of n, which is exist between k equal to minus infinity to 0, so 2 power k into 1 to 1. So this is u of n, 2 power k, so which is equal to 2 power k, and h of n is values, so 1. Okay, so now this one is exist from minus infinity to 0, but we need to reduce this in so which is expressible form, so which is equal to, so which we know, so n equal to summation n equal to 0 to infinity, what is the value of, that is alpha power n or alpha power k, so which is equal to 1 over 1 minus alpha, right? So this we have already done. So this, in this expressible form we have to make it this expression. Okay, so then what you will get, so y of n, so now I'll change this k variable, so which will be expressed as, so some other form, that is I'll take just k as k equal to minus l. So then what it will become, whenever k is infinity, so l will also become infinity, which is summation, so l equal to infinity, so it will become 0. So this is, so when k is become equal to minus l. Okay, so now I change the variable from k to l. So now this l, so again I have to change, so because it is from, okay, so okay, here it is the value from minus infinity to 0, and okay, here, so it will exist, the convolution exists. So since the h of n, it is uh, till the value of n it is going, so the convolution exists from minus infinity to n, so not 0, it is each sample it is multiplied with the final sample of h of n minus k. So that's why, so we need to take till the value of n. So when, now when this k will become equal to n, so when k equal to n, your l is become equal to minus n. So when k equal to n, when k equal to infinity minus infinity, l is also you can take it as infinity, that is k equal to minus l means plus infinity. When k equal to n, l will become equal to minus n, so this will be equal to minus n. Okay, so now again we need to take in this form, so or any other expressible form. So that's why what I'll take, so m I will take l plus one more variable which is n. Okay, so now when l is become equal to plus n, so your m will be equal to 0. So substitute, when l equal to minus n, your m equal to 0, and when l equal to infinity, your m will become equal to infinity. Okay, so when l equal to infinity, your m is also become equal to infinity. So now what is your y of n, so your y of n will be, your y of n will be equal to, so when m is equal to, so when l is equal to infinity, m is also infinity. When l is become equal to minus n, it will become 0. So now we have to replace minus l by, so what we have took, m equal to l plus n. So when what is l, l is nothing but m minus n, so just replace that one, that is 2 power minus l, so minus l, so minus of l you replace, that is m minus n. Okay, so this will be equal to, so I can write it as m equal to vary from 0 to infinity, so which will be equal to 2 power minus m into 2 power n. So now I'll take this 2 power n outside, and summation m varies from 0 to infinity, which is 2 power minus n. So now this is in the form of, so 2 power n into m equal to 0 to infinity. I can write this one as 1 over 1 by 2 power m. So I can write like this, right? So because it is 2 power minus m, I can write it as 1 over 2 power m. Okay, I can write it as 1 over 2 power m. So now I can express this as 1 over 2 whole power m. Okay, so this will be in the form of alpha power m when alpha is less than 1. So now we will get the result as 1 over 1 minus alpha, which we expressed earlier. That is summation n equal to 0 to infinity, that is alpha power n equal to 1 over 1 minus alpha when alpha is less than 1, right? So the same you applied here. So that is 2 power n into 1 over 1 minus half. So which will be equal to again 2 power n into 2. So this is equal to 2 power n plus 1. So this is okay. So this is exist only the y of n, which is equal to, that is y of n, which is equal to 2 power n plus 1 when it exists between 0 to, that is minus infinity to k till the value of, so what we got here, the this one. Okay, so till the value of n. Okay, so k is exist between 0 to, so minus infinity to till the value, okay, till the value of n. Okay, so this is the resultant, the convolution sum for, so 2 power, so what we get, 2 power n into u of minus n, which is equal to x of n, and h of n will be equal to your u of n. So for this, so this is the convolution sum which is equal to 2 power n plus 1 when it exists from minus infinity to n. So okay, so is it understood this one? Hello?
Yes, sir.